in a relationship and it always feel like a Easter season, bare bone. But you decide to, alright, listen, I'm not going to be that person anymore. I need for now, like level up and I need for to start take people man and take over. Some man really and truly not take over, but they taking people man. Hey world, welcome back to another video here on Everything, and today we'll be talking about setting trends, standing apart, living our own truth, right? So basically I'm going to use something that I saw on Instagram to talk about it. I wanted to find something that would be relatable and something that will basically still bring across my point while sparking person's interest. And anyway, other better to talk about it than in the light of taking people man or taking over, because I realize say recently that has been a thing. Well, it is still a thing. Basically, it is something that has been happening like forever, but it has become a thing, right? So for persons who decide to jump on that campaign when in truth and in fact, when them got better night time, when them got them better or try got them better night time, them conscience attack them like how COVID attack with lungs. Yeah, those are the persons I'm making reference to. So if you're somebody that does that and it's literally not bothering you in any fashion way or form, not talking to you. That's your business. You do what you feel to do. Talking to the persons who it's really affecting them, it is stifling their conscience, but at the end of the day, to create that facade to make it seem as though, listen, I need to do this because it's something that is a thing now. Plus, on top of it, it's better to say I have control over my situation of taking somebody's man instead of just being in a relationship and there's a lot of cheating and all of that. Right. So for those persons who feel like you're just always in a relationship and it always feel like a Easter season, bare bone. But you decide to, alright, listen, I'm not going to be that person anymore. I need for now, like level up and I need for to start take people man and take over. Some man really and truly not take over, but they're taking people man. Right? You need to do that because you cannot live your truth, because you really and truly yearn off for the ideal relationship. You want to settle down, you want the commitment, and you want all of that. But since it's not working for you, let's take this road. Those persons, you're not living your truth. That is the first wrong move that you would have made, right? And for two, you are there and you are not comfortable, right? It's not your cup of tea, but you still decide to drink. Oh my God. You are literally being a follower. You're jumping on a campaign and you decide for like, let's go with this. Let me work with this. No, we don't want to be that person. We want to be the person that can literally stand up and say, listen, I'm going to set a trend. It's not working for me right now. Right now, I'm literally in a situation that I am not finding favor in. But at the end of the day, I still believe that chivalry is not dead. I still believe that I need to uphold my standards, my values, and my attributes. And I'm going to still search for something that I want for myself. You are going to be involved in something like that because it allows for the person that you may be following to feel better. They may be putting on a facade because honestly, when you're in a situation, you try to put on something that makes it look comfortable for you, make it looks comfortable for you, when in truth and in fact that is not what you want to do. But because that is what has been happening, that it's a trend right now in your life, you feel like, okay, let me just run with it. But you see, as soon as those persons get booed up, you realize they're no longer pushing that narrative and the whole campaign crumble. That person is now saying, oh yeah, love do exist, and then you're now on your own in that light. If you decide that, listen, I am taking somebody's man, or yeah, of course me know say the man I share because man shot, so me have to share my own, don't. That's what they're saying, by the way. I have no lots or parts in whatever I'm speaking about. I'm not sharing my view. I am just talking on something generally. Right? Yeah, you have to share them, because if you're sharing something and you know that, alright, say your time set between 3 and 4 in a girl. You know, say between 3 and 4 is your time. How are you going to be so stressed and depressed about what the man is doing 6 o'clock? You're stressed out, you can't eat, you want woman talk, how all of those things are affecting you when you are basically sharing them. Something that should affect your sis. That means you're really and truly impacted by the situation, and that is really not something that you should be doing. That is really you not living your truth. That is really and truly you suppressing your feelings to try and fit in something that is being deemed as a societal norm right now. Because trust me, you almost think say as something good. When time I see the train go through, you think say as something good, but have to jump on. That's how it looks these days. And to be honest, you need to understand that, listen, if you like the ideal relationship, you believe that to be true, and that is what you want for yourself. It's not happening right now, but eventually it will come, because if that is what you promote, it's going to eventually come. Similar to a situation, if you believe that, listen, I should work hard to get my own, and it now work for me right now, the cash now flowing right now, you don't need to turn to violence. You don't need to turn to all of them things. You don't need to turn to violence basically to get to that. You wait until things are happening. You are literally sticking to what you believe in to reach to your goal. It's very similar situation. So you don't need for them in a relationship, and then make society a feed you know for, oh listen, the man now go second down and they with whatever. So it's almost like it's telling you, say, listen, if there's infidelity in a relationship, accept it and keep it pushing. No, I am not speaking on the sense that if you shouldn't forgive and all of that, and if you just need to up and go after a cheating situation. No, not about that. Whole different topic. I'm just talking on topic that you feel like you need to take people man, so you feel like you need to accept the disrespect, and you feel like you need to accept this, because listen, this is what is happening to me too, and this is going to be something that is going to be forever happening. So accept it. Hell no. What am I say? No. We don't need to do that, and we're not gonna do it. The moment you start to support hasty generalization, that is already taking away free will from you. That is, if you're going to say, alright, every man a dog. If I am a man and then I decide to be faithful, remember you always attempt to say every man a dog, you're already putting something onto me, like as though I must accept it. This is what I am. Hell no. That is not factual, that is not true. Right? So therefore, there is still situations in the world that is going quite fine. There are still happy marriages. There are still a lot of those things that you see in movie. Things like those are still happening, right? So you don't need to allow society, to pressure you in feeling as though accept what you get, because listen, I saw the world around now, rubbish, right? That's not what we're about. You need to be around persons, and you don't, if you have a certain moral attributes and standard and you're in a crowd, you allow for that those moral attributes and standards to impact others around you. You don't need to pick up nobody energy and them crosses and care upon your back. You need to stop being the follower now, and you need to start being the trendsetter, right? You need to set trends, and if it means that you are going to have only one person cheering you on until the 100 come, or even if the 100 don't come, if you're going to have that one person cheering you on, well, you're going to have that one person. But because you believe in what you believe in, and because you're a firm believer, and you decide not to put up a face, and you decide to say, listen, me I go wear a mask. No, we're not about that life, so we're not going to do that either. So you're going to live in a situation, and you're going to accept things as they come, as in, we now accept the bone, You're going to be accepting the fact that, listen, things don't happen overnight and whatever, but you need to be somebody that knows what you stand for, and you have to believe in what you stand for. And as long as that is your motive, your aim, things will get through and things will get better, and you have to believe that. You have to believe that first before anything else, and if you don't, well, that is where your problem is going to lie. Because what heap of them, I can't understand for the people that want, yeah, me I take people, man, I may I take people, man, I may I take people, man, I is so strict. Yeah, call the girl, yeah, text up the man, you want to know him, the way, and yeah, share. You are sharing. How is that impacting you? How is that affecting you? Right? Where you wonder about where I'm going over this, if you say I share people, man, and it now affect you. Oh, you're concerned over somewhere else. Me can understand. And I personally know persons who would like the ideal relationship, who yearns after the ideal relationship, but me see them pan they take people man campaign. and them cannot accept the bun, them not it make them feel uncomfortable. Them stress and I lose weight, but when time it comes to the fame and the hype and the whatever, yes, let us run with this because it is now cute. No, 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 no. You want to be a woman of power, you want to be a woman of strength, and you deem yourself as this strong black woman. Alright, you have attributes. We don't want nobody in our circle over it, so we standards low like the ground we are walk on. No, that not gonna work. You have certain attributes, certain morals, you believe them to be true, you hold yourself up high, way above the bar, then you are not going to accept anything that society decides to throw as the norm. These days, a lot of rubbish. There's a lot of rubbish where people feel like, say, yeah, man, I this a trend, me I go jump with it. Mm-mm. We're rising above all the expectations that persons have of us. Yes, and we're going to be the best version of ourselves simply because we know what we're about, simply because we can set our trend, we can stay in our own lane, and we can promote what we believe to be true. Right? So that's the energy that we want, that's the vibe that we're working with. So basically, I just want to implore you to just live your own truth and to also set trends, be a trendsetter, not only in the fashion and all of those things, but listen, in things of your own life too that you believe in. Okay? So start one campaign for yourself where you don't want to share nobody, man. If that's what you want to do that, because at the end of the day you're going to realize that all of those persons, well, not all of them, because I said some of them are fine and we're not talking about those persons, that's their business really, and we mind our own business over here. But I just want to talk to those persons for a minute who is literally not coping well with it. Them stress out a flu, cold, cough, think a COVID them have when really and truly them not enjoy the taking people, man. Something up them just so enough up them. We say some people enough, you say enough bad. But if you like this video, like if you like the content of the video, remember to like and remember to share and remember to subscribe, and thank you for your support. And if you have any suggestion and videos that I should do, please place them in the comment section below, and see you in the next video. Bye world.